You're a creator.
Yes.
And so what do you think about the idea that all thoughts are all lies all the time, and here you are trying to create something?
I relate to what everyone's saying about feeling crazy, but doubting every thought actually makes the creativity easier.
In what way?
In that, the same way that life doesn't need you to happen, life is effortless in the sense that it'll go on without you. Creativity is the same way.
He is 100% right.
Creativity doesn't need you to happen.
That's
it needs
right.
you to witness it, and that's why your most creative moments is almost the perfect zenith of unconsciousness, because you're actually in perfect alignment with what you're supposed to be doing in the moment. Is that so? You created the perfect thing, and then if you're trying to create, it's just not in alignment. So.
100% right.
But it's all effortless. Yeah.
From this day forward, never think of yourself as a creator. The idea that you think you're a creator is from hell. Because if you think you're a creator, you're going to think that you're creating and that you got to do it. But if you didn't have the thought of being a creator, then it will come naturally, it'll be beautiful. It'll be easy, it'll be beautiful, it'll be perfect. But, so you're not a creator, you're the daughter of God, you're the spirit of God. You're not a creator. And He is creating through you. And so all the credit, without even thinking it or saying it, would naturally go to Him, because you would be amazed at the talent that would come from you. What do you think about that?
That just clicked.
Yeah.
Something just clicked when
Yeah.
you said that. Thank you.
All thoughts are set up. All thought will give you a false image of yourself and other people and the world around you, because all thoughts are from hell. You have a natural talent that comes from God. He creates all things. He's involved in all things, and He will create through you. And whatever you do, designing or whatever, you would be present while doing this designing, and it would be, if it's a job or you're doing it for yourself, it would just be that, but you won't identify with it. And when you're done with it, you'll be at peace, and the work will be perfect. All right, so stop thinking of yourself as a creator. There's only one creator. There's only one spirit, and that's God. And He worked through us. Anybody disagree with that? You can if you do. Okay. That makes sense? He wants you to be free, and He got you. He said, don't even look for your talent. Your gift will find you. And so if he take pictures and do that. He went to a wedding and take pictures. They'll turn out perfectly. If you just stood there, watch and be present, watch what he's doing, the picture would turn out, and everybody, their mama, even Reagan would call her from the grave to take some more pictures. Work would come from everywhere. That's what I mean by that, because it would be perfect work. So don't think of yourself as anything. You're not a creator. Only one creator, and that is God. But Satan tell you that you are a creator. It's like when the wife or the mother make dinner, and she's like all happy, sweating in the kitchen, and then the husband and kids come home, it's time for dinner, and the kitchen food smell good, and they go to eat, and they go, ugh. And she get mad. Like, what? Mommy, this doesn't taste right. And this is too salty, or this is too sweet, or this. Ew, I've been sweating and I created this meal. She find fault in it. But if she did it just as a talent, a thing to do, if they find fault in it, it wouldn't even bother. And that's how the meal would be fine. That make sense? You got to get rid of ideas, all thoughts, all this stuff that you think you want is wrong. They all come from the devil all the time. As long as you believe in thoughts. We think, what?
I believe that.
You believe it? And so are you a creator too?
I mean, what do you define as a creator?
Not you.
Me? Okay. No, I mean,
We
all
are not
create
creator.
things every day. I mean,
What?
You create a meal, right? Does that make you a creator?
No, you don't create the meal.
You cook it. That's creating it.
Right, you
I mean, I
cook
don't
it,
go to
but
the
who made
farm
it
and kill
possible
the
for you to
chicken.
cook it? What?
I mean, yeah, you still create it. You're still
No.
making it. Okay. Then I guess I'm
Okay,
not
here's
creative when
what I
cook.
want you to do. Prove me wrong, come back next Sunday and
Okay.
say you were wrong. Make a meal without any ideas and see how much you create.
Okay, probably nothing.
Right.
Because I have to have a concept of it.
And
Yeah.
God give us, when we are hungry, where that desire for hunger come from? It's from God.
That's true.
The taste bud is from God.
Yeah.
We're not in control of anything. And you're going to see this when you start to really overcome thoughts. As you're overcoming and knowledge disappear, let knowledge die. As you overcome thought, wisdom appear, and you will see, wow, I've never been in control of anything. It has always been from Him. No wonder I've been struggling in life. Because I thought I was the creator. I thought I was this, or I thought I was that. I thought I was no good, or I thought I was good. I thought I wasn't attractive. I thought I was attractive. It's all thoughts. I thought I knew God, but I didn't know God. You don't know God through thoughts. You can read the Bible and still not know God. Because the devil's going to give you the thoughts about what you read. Satan is into thoughts. That's why God said, bring every thought into captivity. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. You can't even have a thought or an idea about God. You will know Him. You won't have any ideas about Him. Yes.
For me, when I listened to you say all thoughts are all lies all the time, and in the beginning stages when I was struggling with it, I think that I started to watch the thoughts. And I think it's important to watch the thoughts. And the more you become aware, the more you start to see, like when she said that she starts to feel crazy, that's not you. It's not you. You wouldn't make yourself feel crazy. You wouldn't think of yourself as being crazy. So the more you watch the thoughts, the more that you see that it's not you. And that brings in more awareness. And awareness is everything.
And to add to that, when you're in that moment, when you don't feel, you have no pain over, and there's nothing there. In that moment when you have it, and then Satan's trying to tell you, feel it. You need to be doing something. You need to be thinking something. You need to be feeling. In that present moment is where God is. And that's where you are, and that's where you want to be. And to go back into the imagination, because Satan's trying to put it's a false illusion. It's not true. It's an illusion of who you are and what you're thinking and what you should be feeling. And you're somebody. You're nobody in the imagination. You are somebody in the presence of God. When you feel like when there's nothing there to identify with, then you are who you are. You're with the Father. The mic, please.
So when you're in solitude, you yourself, like, what, is your mind just blank then? You just have a blank?
The mind,
just-
when I'm in present, there are no thoughts.
Okay.
There are no feelings, no thoughts, nothing. But because I understand it now, it's paradise. I know now that, and then even when I'm in the present, I don't call that an identity. I don't try to identify with it. I don't try to get something from it. It just is. And the thoughts are out there somewhere, gone or whatever they are. But it just is, and I'm totally fine. Because now I know that all the thoughts are lies, and I'm nobody in the imagination, but the devil wants you to think you're somebody, but you're not.
Okay. All right. I'm still working on that one.
Yeah,
I
just be
don't know
patient
what-
with it. You're right, be patient with it. And when there are no thoughts, and don't you try to make yourself not have thoughts. You be aware of them, and the light of God will destroy the darkness, because the darkness hates the light. It would destroy the darkness, and nothing left but the present.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so just notice it. Don't freak out, and you will for a minute. I remember when Joel first did that. I said, Joel, why don't you just keep your mind with your body right now? And you're like, oh, okay. And so we were sitting there talking, and he just kept the mind. He's like, I don't like this. He's like, what the? There's nothing to think about. There's nothing to feel. There's nothing to identify with. And the ego loves having something to identify with, because it's of the devil. Amazing, huh?